everyone, welcome to the top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 favorite players of the Big Brother TV series. Yes, I just did my top 10 favorite seasons, and now it's time for the players, but I'm going to need some help with this top 10 list because it's a big list we're talking here, and I have someone to do this collab with, someone I've never collabed with before, ever. This is a first-time collab. Introduce yourself, mysterious person.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jerry. I'm from Big Brother, and I don't know this person right here, JayVaters. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm Ryan O'Toole. You guys know who I am. I'm a movie reviewer just like Jay. This is like my 6th or 7th collab with Jay, and it's not for movies this time. It's for a TV show. Oh, I watched a TV show! Oh my god. This is for Big Brother. I love Big Brother. When I found out that Jay watches Big Brother too, I was like, let's do a Big Brother video, Jay. And now he asked me to do top 10 favorite Big Brother players of all time. And I'm like, Jay, I'm fucking doing that shit. And I made my list, and I'm ready to go.
Alright, and thank you again, Ryan, for being on my show again. We're going to be talking about something that we both love, hopefully, and we're going to be talking about our favorite players. Hopefully we have some similarities, but I guarantee we have a lot of differences. So how we'll start this, I'll do my honorable mentions, then he'll do his honorable mentions. No, that's not how we do it. He'll do his honorable mentions, I'll do my honorable mentions. And then he'll go 10, 10, 9, 9, because he's the guest, he goes first. So Ryan, start off with your honorable mentions.
Jay, you're hilarious, man. Alright, now let's start with my honorable mentions. I have 8 honorable mentions, and I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Alright. My honorable mentions are Danielle from Big Brother 8 and 13, Jordan from Big Brother 11 and 13, Cody from Big Brother 16, Zach from Big Brother 16, Frankie from Big Brother 16, a lot of Big Brother 16 players, Liz and Julia, the Nolan twins from Big Brother 17, Steve from the winner of Big Brother 17, and Ian from Big Brother 14, the winner. Those are my 8 honorable mentions. Jay, what are yours?
Someone's a Big Brother 16 fan. He doesn't care for it. Alright, let's get to my list. Honorable mentions. My honorable mentions are John and Netta from Big Brother Canada 2, Jillian from Big Brother Canada 1, Kenny from Big Brother Canada 2. That's the last Canada's, I'm sorry. Steve from Big Brother Canada 17, Hayden from Big Brother Canada 12, not Canada, Big Brother 12, just normal Big Brother, not Canada Big Brother. Dick from Big Brother 8, and Jordan from Big Brother 11. She was actually a very deserved winner. Just gonna make the top 10 list, but Ryan, number 10.
Alright, those are some good honorable mentions from a lot of Canada players that I haven't heard of, but I'm American. Alright, coming in at number 10 for me is Rachel Riley from Big Brother 12 and 13. Rachel is one of my favorite female competitors of all time. Rachel had a loudmouth for sure. She got in a showmance with Brendan Brenchel, and a lot of people were against her in Big Brother 12. Brittany, so many others, Hayden and all of them. I just thought she was a very strong female competitor. She had a great social game. She had a fantastic physical game as well for a female. And she just represents everything about a female competitor that I like. Someone who's strong and that can talk a lot. And she talked a lot for sure. And even though she has the annoying, "Hi, I'm Rachel," that annoying laugh and all that, Rachel's still a fantastic competitor. If she were to come back, I wouldn't mind if she came back. But Rachel, she's great.
Good pick. You'll see Rachel on my list actually, so not yet. Yeah. I think she's a great player. My number 10 is a very underrated player. It's Johnny Mac from Big Brother 17. I fucking love Johnny Mac. Yeah. This is the guy I was rooting for the whole season of Big Brother 17. Steve ended up winning. I liked Steve because he was like, it was under the, basically I called him under the covers player. He always like hid from everyone and didn't talk very much. And then when it came to the ending, he started playing his real game and won the whole thing. However, Johnny Mac is probably the funniest player. He also did the boy band thing. That was fucking hilarious. And he always was used as a pawn, and he always won the power of veto, and he never gave up the veto. He used it always on himself. Smart guy, smart guy. I just love it. I love that he always volunteered to be a pawn. He's like, yeah, I'll be a pawn. Yeah, I'll just keep winning veto, and he kept doing it. And I'm so pissed that he didn't make it to like the final 3 and shit. I thought he deserved the whole thing. I mean, this guy's gonna win it all, and then he didn't. I was like, oh. But then Steve won. I'm like, okay. But Johnny Mac, one of my favorite players. I fucking love Johnny Mac.
I love Johnny Mac too. How could I forget this guy? I love his laugh. I'm gonna do it with it. Yeah, he has one of the funniest laughs for sure. Best laugh in Big Brother. Alright, that's a great pick, man. I'd put him as an honorable mention. Alright, coming in at number 9 for me is another guy that makes people laugh, and he just loves to smile. That is Donnie from Big Brother 16. Hey there. Yeah, I love Donnie. This guy is just great. He does everything that you want from a sweet old man. He's a groundskeeper and a janitor as well. And coming on to a show like Big Brother, he was the old guy that season, and it seems like everything was against him, but he found a way to really fit with the house. His personality, his kindness, his sweetness. I liked his goodbye messages to all of the evicted house guests, and just Donnie's sweetness, his personality, and he's also really funny as well. And he used all of those things to his advantage. His social game was his biggest strength. Of course, he wasn't a physical competitor at all, but what I love the most about Donnie is just his kindness, his personality, and his humor. If he were to ever come back in Big Brother, I am all for it. If they're doing a All-Star season, put Donnie on there. Another Big Brother 16 cast member, by the way. Yeah, Donnie's great. He's my number 9.
Again, Brian, I got a feeling you like Big Brother 16. I just got this feeling. I don't know. Good pick. I don't have it on my list, but it is a good pick. He's a good player. Coming in at number 9 is James from Big Brother 6. This is an older season. This season was so good, but then was ruined because the best alliance almost ever in Big Brother, the Sovereign Six, was destroyed by one moron named Howie, who decided to take out James, the best player of the whole game, out early and put him as the 3rd member of the jury, and basically just like almost ruined the whole show for me. James was the best player. James won 4 power veto challenges in a row. And the one he didn't win, his girlfriend won and gave him the veto. That's how great of a player this guy was. I'm like, this guy will win the whole thing. I even said, like, day 1, this guy's going to win it all. And he aligned with the best alliance, the Sovereign Six, and then just one moron breaks the alliance. And all 6 of them all go to the jury house. Good job, idiot. But James, great player, and he was the one that I wanted to win the whole thing. He didn't. I hope he comes back for an All-Star season. He's never came back yet. I hope he does in the future, because this guy, he's a winner. He may not have won this season, but he's a winner.
Well, that's good. I didn't see Big Brother 6, so he didn't make my list. But I'm interested to see that player now. So, good pick there. All right, coming in at number 8 for me is the biggest snubbed house guest, in my opinion, that I've seen. That is Victor from Big Brother 18. I love Victor, and the way you describe James from Big Brother 6, Jay, that's Victor from Big Brother 18. If Paul wasn't going to win, Victor would have won the whole damn thing. I mean, he's the first Big Brother house guest of all time to come back into the house twice. Like, this guy was insanely good at this game. He had a great physical game and social game. He had great allies like Paul and all that. He really made no enemies, if I believe. He just had a great social game, and it sucked that he had to go out again. Coming back in the house twice, that's just amazing to me. If this guy were to last as long as he could have won the whole game, like you described with James, Jay. So yeah, Victor, he's such an underrated house guest for sure, and he's in my top 10 for that reason. So Victor from Big Brother 18 is my number 8.
Actually, he's like my favorite player of that season. That season's nothing without him, actually, but yeah, good pick. What are we at? Number 8. Number 8 is one of the, I think, the best female competitors. Don't watch like the newish season that she was in, but it's Janelle. It's Janelle from Big Brother 6 and Big Brother All-Stars. Do not watch her in the coaches season, Big Brother 14. I think she plays a terrible game that season. She was awful, and I'm like, oh, it's almost like it's almost kind of unwatchable watching her that season. She can't coach worth a shit. However, in Big Brother 6, again, she was part of the Sovereign Six with James, and she was the last member of the Sovereign Six, and she got third place. And if she went to the final two, she would have won the whole thing. And I was rooting for her because she won all the HOH and veto competitions to get her to the final three, and she just missed the final. She didn't get the HOH, and she was the final member of the jury, sadly. But then she played Big Brother All Stars with Boogie and Kirby. And what happened this time? She got third place once again. Once again, she got third place. She is just stuck at number 3, and she's a lot like me. We're kindred spirits, me and Janelle. She does play the flirt card, but she's a competitor. She wins HOH. I think she's won over 13 HOH competitions in all of. Yeah. It's Janelle. I think she broke the record. She won almost 13, 14 HOH competitions in her 2 seasons she played. She is a dominant player, and I love a competitive player, and I love an underdog too, because when she went into Big Brother 6, everyone thought of her as a stupid blonde, but actually you realize she's actually a chess master and everything, so she's actually a very intelligent person, and I loved her game, and she's one of my favorite female competitors, so yeah, Janelle.
That's a great pick, and since I haven't seen all of Janelle's season, she would have made my list, because I agree, she was terrible in 14, but I've heard she's one of the greatest competitors of all time. So, yeah. All right. Number 7. My number 7 is, give me all the hate you want, guys. It's Paul from Big Brother 19 and 18. The reason I put Paul here is because this guy got robbed both seasons in a row. I don't give a shit. Say what you want to about Paul and his controversial things and the things he said in the past. Those are words, but his actions are fantastic. He's played the game fantastically, and that's not a word, but if you see the game that Paul played, he was the one behind the scenes, he was the talker, and he won in competitions, he won when he needed to. And in Big Brother 18, that was bullshit. Nicole winning because, hey, we haven't had a female winner in so long, that was bullshit. But in Big Brother 19, it the same exact thing. Josh won because the jury fucking hates Paul. Yeah, say what you want to about Paul and some of the things he said, but you gotta look at the game that he played. He played the best game last season for sure, and Josh banging all the pots and pans and fucking crying in a corner 5 minutes and all that, but Paul's game is what I love about him. He's I know you were telling me he's like Russell Hantz, and I agree with that statement. He will say whatever the hell he wants to say, and he'll do what he says he's going to do. So, I really like Paul. He makes my top 10.
Yeah, I understand. I feel the same way when I watch Survivor and watch Russell Hantz, and I just watch him keep losing and losing. Oh my gosh. Just stop playing because you're just going to get runner-up again. Yeah, understandable. All right, number 7. Yeah, he's just like me. Yeah, runner-up, always a runner-up. God damn it. Number 7 for me is, Ryan had it on his list, it's Rachel. She's the best female competitor in my opinion, Rachel. She won Big Brother 13, rightfully so, and she was in 12. She was a great player. I think she carried her and Brandon. Literally, she carried the two. Yeah, I think he was a little unstable at times and stuff. He was more of the women at times. He was pouted. He took a lot of... Yeah. I couldn't stand him. He always took everything too personal. Rachel just told everyone to shut the fuck up. I'm like, yeah! She's just like, I don't give a fuck. And every time she nominated people, when she was HOH, and when she, nominated people, she didn't give, this spiel, oh, you're a good competitor, and you need to take out the competition. She's like, no, I fucking hate you. I want you out of here. I'm like, haha, I love it. Yeah, fuck you. But yeah, I love her attitude, just not give a shit attitude, and she's a hell of a competitor and won a lot of HOHs. Her and Brennan did stay strong, and she won 13, rightfully so. She was the best player in Big Brother 13, and she won, and yeah, I love her attitude. She's a little loud, she can be a little hard on the ears at times, but I still love her, and she's my favorite female competitor.
Hey man, that's a great pick. Rachel is fantastic. Alright, Coming in at number 6 for me is Dick from Big Brother 8. I didn't put Big Brother 13. I didn't put Big Brother 13 because he fucking left. But Big Brother 8, Dick is another controversial player. Dick is absolutely hilarious. Like, his personality, like, he was the shit. I just watched a whole entire video of Dick's arguments, his diary room sessions. He has some of the best diary room sessions of all time. Like, he started the pots and the pans that Josh continued and all that. I just loved his arguments with everybody in that house, including Jen. I hated Jen. And, like, everything that came her way, she deserved it. But, everything else was just hilarious. All his conversations, like, screw you. Me and my daughter are winning this game, and Dick won. Like, he was the loudest person in the house, and he won the game. Like, he has the best social game I've ever seen from a house guest. Like, if he proved that if you're the most despicable piece of shit in the house, you can still win the game. Like, everyone voted for him in the jury house, and he freaking won. And Danielle also played a good game. I don't fully love Danielle, but that season, in Big Brother 13, she was awful. But we're talking about Dick here. And Dick, from start to finish, was just unlikable. He played the game very well, and yeah, he won the game. So I like Dick. He's my number 6.
I like Dick too. No pun intended. But yeah, we both love some good Dick. But sad actually in real life he has HIV right now. Actually, it's really sad. But I love Dick. He was in my honorable mentions. It's funny because you mentioned Big Brother 8. Number 6 for me is a Big Brother 8 player that's not Dick. But Dick is my second favorite player of Big Brother 8. My favorite player is also my 6th favorite player. That's Eric from Big Brother 8. Eric was America's player. And him being America's player ruined his game, actually. He was actually the best player of the game, but him being America's player, and he had to do all the tasks America gave him, basically, America ruined his entire alliance because he had to follow America's rules. That's his game. He gets $1,000 for each task he does. And America basically every week asked him to eliminate a member of his alliance. He's like, oh my god. And then, but it also gave him, like, funny things to do. Like, there's a whole day he has to mimic Dick. So, like, there's just a lot of funny shit he does. One day, one task, he has to climb in bed with one of the gay guys and, like, dry hump his leg and stuff. Oh, so there's some funny stuff he does in as America's player. And he actually ends up winning $40,000 being America's player because he completes so many tasks. But he gets 5th place, and honestly, he deserved the whole thing, because honestly, he had a wicked social game. Everyone loved him. And honestly, he probably would have won the whole thing if he wasn't America's player, because he would have had his entire alliance, and Dick and Danielle would have been out of the house, because Eric would have gotten rid of him and stuff. But sadly, he wasn't, but I love him as a player. I think him being America's player just makes him more lovable, but I think he probably deserved the win, but I even said if Eric doesn't win, I hope Dick does win, and Dick did win. So, yeah, Eric is one of my favorite players. I love Eric.
All right, so now we're getting into the top 5. Top 5. Coming in at number 5 for me is, I think, my favorite female competitor of all time. That is Vanessa from Big Brother 17. Now, Vanessa is so good. Like, her social game was so fantastic. She's a poker player. Like, she knows how to dive deep into certain situations. She played fantastic. Like, the whole entire season, she was trying to get people to not like her and all that. She blindsided, including Austin. That was one of my favorite blindsides of all time. And it kind of cost her the game. But it's still great. And if she would have made it as far as she did, she would have won. And I'm glad that Steve voted her out. That was the smartest move he could have done that whole season. But if we're talking about players that truly deserve to win, it was Vanessa. And people said Steve didn't deserve to win. He didn't do shit and all that. I like Steve. But Vanessa truly deserved to win that season. And she's my favorite female competitor that I've seen so far. If I've seen Janelle, she would be my favorite. But still, Vanessa's fantastic. I really would love to see her come back, even though she's going to be one of the first people out if she does. But, yeah, I love Vanessa. Hope she comes back. She's my number 5.
I'm actually glad she voted Austin out. I actually couldn't stand Austin. I'm glad he's gone. I'm like, thank God. He thought he was like tough shit. I'm like, no, he wasn't. But yeah, that was like my pluses with her. But yeah, anyways, top five. There's only 7 Big Brother. There's 2 very unlikable winners, and I love both of these unlikable winners. One of them's Dick, and the other one's my number 5, Mike Boogie. Mike Boogie, really, he had a lot of controversy with him because he had like troubles with the law after he was done Big Brother and stuff. He did have a mouth on him. In Big Brother 2, his game was strong, but he was a little insulting to women at times, and that's why the better player won that season. But then he came back for Big Brother 7, and again, the same player he played with in Big Brother 2 had the Chilltown Alliance, and basically he had this like romance with a girl who he called a slut half the time when he wasn't wrong, but still. He ended up winning. Did he deserve to win All Stars? No. But honestly, the way he like manipulated the jury to vote him to win Big Brother, I'm like, respect. And honestly, I think he is a good player. I think he's a very intelligent player. Even in the coaches season, he doesn't get far. I can tell he is really trying, and I think if they didn't bring the coaches back in the game, I think Mike Boogie would have won the whole thing because Ian was his player. Ian won Big Brother 14, so Mike Boogie would have. Yeah, so Mike Boogie would have won with Ian as a coach. So I think Mike Boogie is actually a legit good player. He just, sadly, the 2 seasons he played in with a better player, but I still think Mike Boogie's one of the best players, and I love watching his insults and his attitude. It's just hilarious to watch him, and I love him.
Sorry. All right, that's their diary room laughs. They're hilarious. All right, number 4. Number 4. This is just a personal pick for me because I think this guy's absolutely hilarious. That's Kevin from last season, Big Brother 19. Kevin is everything that my dad is. A guy from Boston, and his personality is just like my stepdad. The guy's hilarious. Like, he has one of the best social games. For Boston, I don't know what a fucking cop. I mean, you gotta love Kevin. I mean, the guy had such a great social game last season, and same as Donnie. He came into that season as the outcast because he was the oldest house guest, and he fit in with the house perfectly with his personality and all that. Would have loved to see him make the final 3, and I believe he won the 25K at the start of the season. Like, he was the one that pushed the button, and yeah, he did. And Kevin's just hilarious. I would have loved to see him win Big Brother 19, but obviously he didn't have the numbers, so he went to the jury, and I think he has a great social game, and he's just a personal pick for me because I think he's hilarious and would love to see him back on. So number 4 is Kevin.
All right, coming in number 4 is also another Kevin. This is Kevin from Big Brother Canada 5. Yes. This is the only Big Brother Canada player I have. I had a lot of my honorable mentions, but this is the best player to play Big Brother Canada 5. Best player to play Big Brother Canada. That's a blooper right there. The best player to play Big Brother Canada. That's what I meant to say. I can talk! Kevin is a savage player, and I never see savage players win the game because they're too cutthroat, they get hated by the house, and they get booted quickly. But this guy, he took control of the game, and any time he was on the bottom, he won HOH, or he won the power of veto. He always had control of his own game and stuff. And he strategized with the right players, and he built alliances with the right players, and cut those alliances and put their asses on the jury, and their asses voted him for the fucking money at the ending. So this is a true player of the game. And I really hope I love it for him to be an American Big Brother and play with the real players and stuff. Like, this guy's a true player, and super cutthroat, super cocky, a little arrogant. Fucking love him, though.
Kind of like you. I'm just kidding. Alright, wow! Alright, good pick. I had no idea who that is, but that's a great pick. Great pick. Alright, top three. Jay's thinking in his head, what's Ryan's top 3? I think I know. Alright, my number 3 is Jeff from Big Brother 11 and 13. Jeff is one of the most likable house guests. Jeff Schrober, Now married to Jordan, by the way. And Jeff is great. I think Jeff is hilarious. I think he played a great game with Jordan. Once they formed that relationship, they were the number one targets, which was the biggest downfall for Jeff on Big Brother 11. I think he played his best game in Big Brother 11, made it to the jury, and voted Jordan to win. Jordan won Big Brother 11. And then on Big Brother 13, he came back with Jordan and Brendan Rachel and Danielle. Dick left and all that. And Jeff is just great. I think he's played one of the best social games I've seen. He had a great physical game as well. He is my favorite one-liner, an unknown word of all time, technotronics. That classic word, technotronics, that he created. Big Brother 11 was just an entertaining season full of really Big Brother players. There's different personalities like Russell and Jordan and all that. It's just a very entertaining season. And Jeff was one of those likable baby faces that everyone was rooting for. And I was rooting for Jeff, in all honesty. And Jeff is great. He was my number.
I like Jeff. I think Jeff was probably my second favorite player. I liked Jordan actually a lot. I thought she played a good game. And I'm glad that she won at the ending. I thought, yeah, I think she's a good player. But Jeff is very funny too. Our top three. I think this is one of the greatest players to ever play the game. It's Dr. Will Kirby. Yeah, it's Dr. Will Kirby from. Yeah. Oh, shut up, Ryan. Shut the fuck up, Ryan. No. Dr. Will Kirby, I think he invented, like, the strategy of Big Brother. The way he played the game is how other players, like, play the game. The way he manipulates people and creates alliances and breaks alliances and stuff. The way Will Kirby plays is how a lot of the best players play. I think he's a terrific player. He won Big Brother 2. The rightfully first season of Big Brother. And he came back for All-Stars, and he should have won All-Stars. He went to the Final 2 with Mike Boogie. Mike Boogie won because his little talky mouth with the jury. Respect him for that, but Kirby deserved it. But because he used a few women, all the women on the jury hated Kirby for what he did and stuff. I don't think he shouldn't have got shit for it. He won so many veto competitions when he needed to. He manipulated the right people. He aligned himself with the right people, and he was so stealth about it. I think he almost invented the game of strategy in Big Brother, and he's like Richard Hatch from Survivor. Like, he invented the strategy, and I think he's one of the best players ever. He's not if we're going best, he'd be number 2, but we're on favorites, so he's number 3. So yeah, Kirby. Will Kirby.
Coming at top 2. I think Jay and I have the same top 2, but which one's going to be number 1? I'm curious for Jay. All right, coming in at number 2. This man came in that season, and I predicted he would win just based on his pre-interview, and he won the game. It's Derek from Big Brother 16. Derek had played a phenomenal game. Did not have Derek at number 1. That's because he's only played for one season. Derek played a flawless game. I have no flaws with his game at all. He absolutely deserved to win Big Brother 16. He was under the wraps. He had a fantastic social game. I loved watching his diary room interviews, like saying all the things that he was going to do next and all that, and he successfully did it. And another thing that helped his game was being a part of Team America, which is like you were describing with Eric from Big Brother 8. It was him, Frankie, and Donnie on Team America. I loved all the missions they did with Team America, like the rat in the kitchen and Frankie and all that, and then Batman and like Cody and all that. And I like how they found each other too. It was like apple pie or something. That was great. I love that Team America part of the game. And Derek also won when he had to. Like, he won a specific HOH when he had to. He really made no enemies except in the jury house when people really found out what he did. It was like, oh, should we vote for this guy? Can we be a bitter jury? What? He lied to everybody, and he did it perfectly. And he's also an undercover cop, which is, like, very interesting. He was perfect for this game. Like, undercover cops are really good at reading people, and he did everything that he set to do, and he just won the game. He was the most likable house guest, and he deserved to win. He absolutely deserved to win. The only issue I really had is that he took Cody instead of Victoria. And even though they're an alliance, I felt he would have had an easier chance to win against Victoria. But still, he won against Cody. And Derek's phenomenal. Wonder where it is on your list, Mr. J.
I was actually getting scared when you were talking there. I'm like, okay, who's your number 1? Who's your number 2? Because you're going to have them in the wrong order, and I'm going to get angry. However, you don't have them in the wrong order. You have them in the right order, because number 2 for me is Derek as well. Derek, the best thing about Derek's game, this is how you know we have a tight alliance and you're manipulating the guests properly. He never had to worry for a long time. He never had to worry because he could easily manipulate his entire alliance. He never really had to worry about going on the block and stuff. He didn't have to worry. And he only had to win HOH when he had to. And that's because he had full control of the game. When you have full control of the game, you're dominating the game. And he dominated the whole game. When I watch Big Brother 16, I'm like, I'm going to hate this season if he doesn't win. I literally say fuck this season and I'm gonna call it a day. No. Yeah. If he didn't win, I was gonna just call it quits and be like, I'm done with this season. Like, as soon as I was waiting for the day he was gonna get voted out. So I'm like, he's playing too good. He's playing too strong. Yeah. The funniest thing is when a player plays too strong, they always leave for some reason because the other players don't want them around. He kept staying in. I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna win it. And he did. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I like that he brought a harder competitor in the final 2 because it just proved that he was a better player. It didn't matter who he brought to the end. He was going to beat them no matter what. That's a true winner. That's a true player. I love his personality, too. He's a jokester. He's funny. He's very sarcastic at times, which I really love. His little smart-ass comments in the diary room about his guests are super, super funny. But also, he is a caring person when he needs to be, too. Like when what's her name had the infection in her face and stuff. Victoria. He was there for her, and he was still very worried and supportive. He wasn't a complete asshole. He was a good player, though. Again, undercover cop. Like, he knows what he's doing. He's kind of like Sarah from Survivor Game Changers, who was also an undercover cop, and that's why she played the perfect game in Survivor Game Changers. That's who Derek's a lot like, and that's why I love him so much. And yeah, he is my second favorite player to ever play the game. He's great. If he comes back, he'll probably win again.
He'll probably be out first. If not, they'll be the dumbest house guests of all time. All right, Jay. Pretty sure we have the same number 1. This guy came in from Big Brother 10, formed one of the greatest alliances of all time, and then he came back for season 14, and he was the best coach, and he this close won again. Oh my god. And yeah, my number 1, it's Dan Gieselin from Big Brother 10 and 14. Best Big Brother house guest of all time. No questions asked. He was robbed from Big Brother 14, man. I can't really talk much about Big Brother 10 because I haven't seen the whole season. I just started near the finale towards the end with Dan and Memphis and all that. I know that Dan and Memphis were in alliance together. They're one of the greatest alliances of all time. But I really want to talk about Big Brother 14 because coming back as a coach, Dan Gieselin was the biggest threat. It was like, oh my god, Dan is back, we gotta get this guy out. And no one did. No one fucking got him out. He made it to the fucking final 2. It was this close to winning. I was like, these are the dumbest house guests of all time. And they were. But Dan Gieselin did exactly what he did in Big Brother 10. He was the master manipulator. I would say Derek would be the best master manipulator, but it's Dan. He did everything that he said he was going to do. He backstabbed the most house guests possible that season. And the worst was Shane. Shane definitely got the worst backstab I have ever seen in the history of this show. When the whole Quack Pack and everything, like they formed a final 3, Dan, Danielle, and Shane. Everyone wanted to get Ian out, but then Dan got Shane out. That was the greatest blindside of all time. And I also love the speech that he gave, the funeral speech, you know that? And then turning on Danielle and all that. And it was so damn close. I was so sad to see that Dan lost because it was a bitter jury and Ian won. Dan truly deserved to win Big Brother 14 and he lost by some goddamn points or something. But Ian won, and Ian didn't play a terrible game, but Dan deserved to win. Like, I think we could both agree on that. And just Dan is the master manipulator, and wow, yeah, no question, he's the best player to ever play.
Dan, number one, you all know it's Dan. Like if you make this list, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you make a list of the best players or favorite players. How can Dan not be your number one? He is literally the best player. I have never seen a player this good. In Big Brother 10, he was aligned with someone who was the first person evicted. So Dan was instantly on the bottom of Big Brother 10. Because that's why I love Big Brother 10. I loved a lot of the players. And the very first player to go was actually one of my favorite players, him and Dan. And I knew Dan was going to be gone after that guy left. I'm like, Dan's screwed. Dan's not going to win. But then he started throwing every single HOH video challenge and made himself look like the weakest player ever. And so everyone's like, oh, let's pay attention to Dan. And he was super nice to everyone. He was throwing every competition stuff. And then when he came down to the final five, he actually started winning shit, had his alliance with Memphis, and got to the final two and won the whole thing by all 7 jury votes. I'm like, genius. This guy's a genius master. This is a mastermind player right there. And then when he played Big Brother 14, he was a coach. He was a good coach. He had only one player, really, but he coached her good. He ended up even, like, fucking with her, too. Like, he really screwed her along. Yeah, and, Dan, when the button was released, everyone's like, do you want to play the game? He's like, fuck yeah, I want to play. Like, let's do this shit. Like, bam, let's do this. And again, he's got his, like, typical Danisms that I love, like his motivational speeches and stuff. It just gets people to like him. He does these big, grand speeches just so people can like him. And it's all a ruse. It's all a manipulation. And that's why he is the best player to play the game. And when he got to the ending with Ian, I thought he had it in the bag. Like, he's going to win a second time. This is the best player. Ian won because the jury, I don't know, they suck. Fuck that jury. Yeah, I hate a bitter jury. I like Ian. Ian's not a bad player. He's not about a winner. If this was a season Dan wasn't in, if Dan wasn't in the season and Ian won, I would have been actually a lot happier because like, Ian was a pretty good player. But because Dan was in it and because Dan pulled all the strings and he basically made that jury what it is, he put all those people on that jury because it's Dan. It's Dan's game. It's Dan's show. It's his fucking show. That season is the season of Dan. Like, when Dan's playing, he runs the fucking game. He is the mastermind of Big Brother, and I can't think of one player who's better than Dan. Like, he's amazing, and easily my favorite player. Easily. So yeah, that was our top 10 favorite players on the show Big Brother. I love talking about Big Brother. I don't talk about Big Brother with a lot of people. I'm glad to talk about it. Big Brother with you, Ryan, and yeah, this was fun. And yes, tell all my subscribers, they all know who you are, but just tell them anyways where they can find you.
Yeah, if you guys are Big Brother watchers and you're watching me and Jay for the first time, this isn't what we normally do. We do movie reviews. We're movie guys, but we found a passion for Big Brother as well, which is surprising. So I'm glad we could talk Big Brother now, Jay. But yeah, you guys can find me on YouTube at Ryan O'Toole. Do a lot of movie reviews, a lot of ranking videos. I have an awesome game show also called Rotten or Fresh that Jay's been on as well, where it's all about Rotten Tomato scores. A bunch of YouTubers get together and they play a game and we all play together. And yeah, come check me out on YouTube. I have a Stardust as well, Ryan Movie Review, Twitter, Ryan O'Toole MR, Facebook, Ryan O'Toole Movies, and Snapchat as well, R O'Toole Movies. So come check me out on all those things. Jay, thanks again for having me on, man. It was a blast.
Check Ryan's channel out. Check Rotten or Fresh out this season. I'm going to be on it. I'm going to lose again. Ah! Ah! It's going to be great. But yeah. But yeah, if you're all Big Brother fans, please, in the comment section below, please tell me, who are your favorite Big Brother players? If Dan's not on your list, then there's something wrong with you. But still, like, what's wrong with you? Like, yeah, give your guys favorites, top 10 favorite Big Brother players, comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.
Yeah! Yeah!